These are the 5 things that separate a great property from an average property. These are the things I look for when searching for the best real estate deals. Picking properties has been a skill that I've developed the long and expensive way. Not all deals are great for me, but over many years and many properties, I've developed a very thorough framework that has proven to be extremely profitable. These are the 5 things that I know immediately to ensure the value of any property to make sure that it increases exponentially. Number 1, optionality for improvements to improve returns. If the property only occupies a fraction of the land, I know a fact that it can be expanded or renovated to further boost its value, sometimes over 50% of the original price. Number 2, having a sunset view. I know this sounds kind of funny, but believe it or not, when someone's going to spend $10, $20 million on a house, having that incredible iconic view that actually faces the sunset is actually something that makes someone pay another $1 to $2 to $3 million for. Because when you're going to spend that much money on a house, you want to entertain business colleagues, you want to entertain family and friend, and you want to make sure that you've got the most optimized view for sunset. So if you have 2 houses next to each other, one faces the sunset and one doesn't, I guarantee you in every situation, the house with a sunset view is going to be worth more than the house without the sunset view. So you want to make sure that these are little things that you look for when you buy iconic property. Number 3, having your own driveway. As we mentioned before, when people spend this amount of money on property, they want to know that they can park their cars on their own private driveway. No one can see who's coming and going. No one can see what cars you have. When you have 2 houses next to each other and one has an on-street garage and one has a private driveway, people are always going to choose the house with the private driveway. Number 4, have an amazing master bedroom. Person that's spending the $10 to $20 million is going to spend the most time in the master bedroom. And you have an incredible house with a really small master bedroom, it just makes it really hard for someone to put in that extra amount of money to buy that house. Whereas when you have the incredible view, the private driveway, the incredible suburb, and the gorgeous master bedroom, that makes someone pay above average and over the moon because that's the house that they want to be in. Number 5, having great financials, right? You want to know at the end of the day that this house can be rented out, whether it's for short-term rentals through a platform like Airbnb or whether it's long-term rentals. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that this house is something that people want to rent. You may find great $20, $30, $40 million houses, but because of certain factors, they're really hard to rent. Nobody wants to rent that house. Whereas you might find a great $10 million house that people want to rent day in, day out. And that's the kind of property that we specifically look for. We want to make sure that not only are we going to get a great capital return, we also want to make sure that we're going to have great returns from the tenancy. Now, all of these are a mandatory part of the framework. I mean, there's 95 other little things that we look for as well. But those are an example of some of the top 5 things that are important to us to find that iconic property that's going to maximize the return over the next 3 to 5 years. And this is the way that when you invest in luxury real estate with this strategy, the returns become predictable and compounded, and they beat the returns from buying real estate in any other category. Very often when I buy houses, people would say, how do I put my money into this great opportunity? Well, the beautiful thing is through the power of the internet and the technology behind our platform, now you can. We now have this ability to give you the same returns, but without the hassle and the complexity and without the work that we do behind the scenes. To be able to invest in these deals without having millions, to be a luxury real estate investor in just a few clicks, isn't that absolutely incredible? I'm proud to share with you a project that we've been working on for quite some time. We call it Estate, and this completely changes the game. This incredible platform allows you to get in on these lucrative real estate deals with as little as $1,000 in just 7 minutes. We've had a historical growth rate of over 10% per year, and our team takes care of all the details from finding the property, negotiating the property, closing the property, renovating the property, and finding the tenant. This is months and hours of the work that you don't have to do any of. You can get started today by just clicking the link below this video or visiting estate.co to learn more now and join the ownership revolution with us.